Today, you and me, let's decide together whether we still believe that Apple is an innovative company.
Apple has just officially released the first look at the iPhone 16, so here's everything you need to know. Firstly, a new feature I know is going to get overlooked is live streaming emergency calls. How is that not a game changer?
Yes, that feature should be overlooked because how often do you actually expect to use this feature? I mean, it sounds like something that came out of like a high school science fair.
As you can see, the design pretty much unchanged on both the 16 and 16 Pro. But as usual, they got new colorways.
Adding colors? No.
They've also added a new camera control button, which you click once to open, one more time to take a pic, hold for a video, a half press will allow you to open controls, and a finger slide will adjust
This camera button is slightly more convenient so you can get stuff done in half a second as opposed to the 2 seconds that it took you before.
The Pro models have the largest display ever and thinnest borders of any Apple product. As expected, they made the general improvements to the battery life and cameras, but most notably, you'll be able to shoot 4K slow-mo on the Pros for the first time ever.
What's interesting to me about so many of these innovations, from removing wind and background noise to enhancing audio dialogue, it's as if Apple is making improvements with like a professional content creator in mind.
It actually stops the wind noise. Probably like one of the best things that happened out of this bit. There's this new audio mix thing where it just focuses on who's talking and enhances that sound.
Yes, there are some cute new features like the 911 feature or this one.
My favorite part of the whole event, AirPods Pro has a hearing aid feature now. It comes with a clinical level hearing test. This is incredible.
But how much more camera improvement does the average person need? And honestly, highlighting new colors just kind of works against you because it's like, that's really a talking point.
And if all of that isn't that impressive to you, well, that's because this year, Apple's main selling point is all about Apple Intelligence. They literally built these phones from the ground up to accommodate this, including the brand new A18 chip specifically designed to handle all of these new AI capabilities, which unfortunately also means that, those sweet AI features will be somewhat exclusive to the 16s because of that.
Planning technological obsolescence just so that people dump the old versions of their iPhones into landfills is just sad. But of course, the innovation emphasis is on the AI features which weren't even available at time of launch. So AI feature promises.
Take a picture of your homework and ask ChatGPT to help you. Take a picture of a product and they'll tell you exactly what it is and where to buy it.
Here's an even faster way of getting money out of your bank account. Between this and one-stop shopping, I really wonder how many steps away are we from like having a thought and then the money being automatically deducted from our bank accounts by these like horribly predatory companies.
Write emails for you, find information that you need from old text, search through your 4.8 billion photos by simply describing what you're looking for, and even finding specific points in videos.
Aside from AI helping students like cheat on research papers because those people are like gung-ho about AI, how often do the general population actually implement the features of AI?
Find information that you need from old text.
This feeling of AI can give you tailored recipes and recommendations and grocery lists. I can't speak for the population, but from the rooms that I am in, a lot of people don't want that. Right now, the model is people following their favorite creators, and creators themselves are building out huge stacks of value-added tools. For example, books and guides and courses. Yes, you can get AI to plan your trip to Disney World, but you can also buy the guide from a mom of 4 who goes every single year, even if that puts you back maybe $10 or $20. AI has fantastic applications in all kinds of industries, but what are you packaging for the general consumption on a daily basis for the average consumer?
Finding specific points in videos.
One interesting idea that I heard last year about what's missing in our current society is the lack of self-discovery. Instead of going and trying new items, creating your own opinion, you are basically self-served a solution. Buy these items. This is your perfect skincare. This is your grocery list. That creativity and self-discovery has been replaced with creators spoon-feeding recommendations from brands with the biggest advertising budget. And AI, something like ChatGPT, is in a very much a similar category without the love-hate parasocial relationship. Probably the biggest problem in this type of innovation is the problem that it is illustrating and solving. Sure, AI generally has immense potential, but you're telling me it is helping people find a clip within a video or find a certain photo in their album. When we think of innovation, we want to see critical problems in our society addressed with new and cool solutions. And what's happening in our phones and on the internet is essentially an organization problem. It's housekeeping. We have too many files, too many websites, too many sources. So AI, ChatGPT, all this artificial intelligence for the general consumer is basically just a butler who serves you exactly what you're looking for in your Google search, while like inflation and famine and like swarms of locusts like bat at your window outside. Sure, we never expected Apple to solve our biggest world problems such as war and affordability and civil unrest. However, these kinds of problem solving just feels like they're not reading the room.
The real seller is the iPhone 16, but also the iPhone 15, so why would we be buying the 16 again? Will be capable of using this new Apple Intelligence AI, which again, Apple is still way behind in the AI game. A bunch of other phones already have this implemented. And it goes to show because a lot of the features they're just taking from Google's already existing AI that they have on their phones, where you can like take a picture of something and look it up.
In my personal experience, my family has used ChatGPT to improve their resume, to do research, source recommendations, but all of these things seem to be more comfortable on a laptop. But maybe that's me just being a grandma. So why are people upgrading, and is it really for the AI features?
I got it at 7 a.m. It's gonna be the first time in 5 years that I don't have the new iPhone the day it launches.
I thought these comments were funny for this creator. She made a video about how excited she was to upgrade, and she had a bunch of people in her comments also sharing her enthusiasm. When asked, why upgrade every year? There is no point to upgrade every year. That in itself showing that the AI pitch is not resonating with the consumer. Creator says, I can see, but it helps the economy, hee hee. On a serious note, I passed my old phone to my parents/little brother so they can get an upgraded phone without purchasing one. Which honestly still doesn't answer the question, why is everyone upgrading every year to a certain different iPhone? In our society, we see so many companies going after our wallets that when you combine that with economic uncertainty or mass layoffs, you will get an added layer of scrutiny. First, weekend pre-order sales for the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max models were down 27% and 16% respectively. Jefferies analysts quote, the US is much weaker than last year unless Apple massively increased supply allocation. I wonder what they mean when they say weaker. Economically, consumer appetite, being sick of the nonsense. I think we want to be excited about innovation again. Stay on it, my friends, and I'll see you in the next one.